Hello, my name is DC. I'll be giving a match analysis for Ahli versus Al Ittihad. Let's get into this. Riyad Mahrez with the corner kick. Already, as you can see, someone is jumping in between two players. Let me even put a circle right around here. It's one of those things where this is. I see this more as a assignment problem. The person that's you don't because you're in front of him, he's also behind him. So this guy expects this guy to jump backwards. The guy behind him expects him to jump forward. Both of them expect each other to do something, but nothing has really been assigned, so it's just left there. And he scores a brilliant header. Nothing much the keeper could do. Yeah, and he's really enjoyed that goal. There's nothing much the keeper could do. This is all about the defense because here he is. So let's take it back a bit, right? Probably here. He's here. Already, no one is striking him. Most of the players are here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. They only have about 4 players in the box. The fact that there's many players in the box, but yet there is someone unmarked is really shocking. Because people say, no, they're strikers. Strikers can track people. Strikers are very good at tracking. As long as you have someone to jump with the header of the ball, you're good. So no one has been assigned to mark him. He sees him. You saw that? I don't know if you will be able to see it. Let me just draw a box because I'm sure he takes a peek. He takes a peek at the player there. He sees him coming. Okay, maybe that's later, but he definitely saw him coming. And then it's just one of those where you have all these people on the line. I understand they are zonally marking, but you zonally mark when there's a good number of people in the box. You don't zonally mark when you have only 4 players. Yes, you can do that, but I would rather have maybe even just 5. You know what? I'd rather have 7 players around these people and probably just like 1 that's at the post. Maybe just 2 at the post, somewhere there. But you're zonally marking when there's no one, and the fact that you zonally marked and yet you still got scored on, that just shows some of the problems with that. You jumped with him, but you didn't really prevent him from jumping. It's a funny thing because jumping with him and preventing someone from jumping is different. If you jump with him, as he jumps, you jump, you shove him a bit, maybe you even direct your head. It's okay, that one is not really standard, but you try and attack the ball. In some cases, you might bump each other's heads, but as long as he doesn't score, it's somewhat okay. But if you allow him to jump, you allow him to get that momentum off. You allow him to be in the air, you can't touch him because, might be a foul. And then this happens. They're able to hit it. That's a bad touch. That's a good pass. That's a good goal. That's how simple. This is the difference between pro level and amateur level. Amateur level, you could have amateur level here. Maybe they could have not scored from this. Because look at this, yes. And then he is immediately pressed. The thing with professional level and amateur professional level, okay, it's a funny thing, but okay, this is based off the football that I watch. Like the way it is here in pro level here, with all these world class players, and what you would see when you're watching maybe like a local league game or your team or Sunday league. Usually in they usually have this habit of just like chasing, pressing. In pro level, what they'll do, they'll let you have the ball and then they'll wait. Rather than wasting energy chasing someone trying to get the ball and constantly failing, they'll rather wait and bait. They'll make you feel as if you're comfortable. They'll wait immediately you make a touch like that. Yeah, it is a bad touch. It's a very bad touch, and then he's unable to get it. And this is how quickly people can break. Diaby, he sees the space, and that's how quick people react. Because he was here, he was standing, he saw his team got the ball, and then he identified the space. He said, you know what, let me start running. That's how quick it is on the pro level, and that is due because of the training. It's mainly due to the training. And sometimes it's not really a training, it's just the players. There's some players that gel well together, There are other players you have to, constantly play through them like training routines in order for them to get better. But this right here, he gets the ball, already passes it. This is difficult to defend because it's off the transition and it's near the goal. And then look at how Diaby, one touch, takes it into his stride, and then goal. That's how quick that was. In about one pass, I know it's close to their goal, but within one pass, they were able to break it off. This is because of the bad pass and very good pressing from Fabinho. Then this is a lovely touch, and I think at that point, foul him. I think you foul him there. Because, yeah, it's a bad touch, and then he's complacent to get the ball. Here, maybe the player had a yellow card. He anticipated too late at this point, or probably just like try and track back. Rather than, because I think if he doesn't have a yellow card, best option, foul him. Slow it down. And then instead of at least getting up, he decides to stay on the ground. But this, boom, that's a lovely goal. Off the transition. And, oh no, tried to do the right thing, ended up assisting the player. So let's drag that back a bit. All right, so they have the ball here. Someone here stepped up because I don't know. Maybe he just timed his run well. Let me move it back a bit. Maybe, yeah. And he's the furthest. Yeah, maybe he should have been, because if you look at it, if we take the reference, you see this different shade, this particular differentiator here. That's where almost everyone here is, and he steps up just that slight step, which gives this guy enough room to run in behind him. That's it. That's how the difference is in pro level. That's the difference. Just like that, he's able to run through. And then this guy, he's left alone, but he doesn't really get punished. And I think this is Kante. This really hurts because he does the right thing. He gets a touch on it. He timed it. He baited the other player to crossing it to his teammate so that he could intercept it. But it's just one of those things. He tried to intervene, but it ended up falling to Ivan Toney, and then he puts it in the back of the net. Yeah. Anyway, they are home. Yeah, I see why he's a little. So you see, that's the difference. Because if he was even 2 steps back, if he was in line with everyone here, he probably would have been able to shrug him off the ball and let that go out for a throw-in or corner or just pass it to his keeper. But because even the way he is facing, yeah, that's where everything went bad. Kante here, he baits him. But here, he tried to trap it, didn't go too well. Maybe could have tried to take the ball out, but you know what? It happens. It just happens. And that's a good goal. Al Ittihad at it again. Whoa. That's a late goal. I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know if this was a intentional. Okay, so I don't know if this was an intentional pass or shot. I don't know what happens here. But that's how football can be sometimes. Anyway, we'll see it on the replay. But here's the thing. The ball is this side, so they could afford to give Benzema space, but unfortunately that ends up being their downfall because they didn't expect this to happen. And Benzema also finishes it sublimely. That's a really good finish. Excellent, but is this a... I really can't tell if it's a pass, because if it's a pass, that is a lovely pass. If it's an accidental, fair play. And yeah, they haven't really given a proper angle for that, but I do feel that was not intentional because, okay, it's just the way it passes through the player. But yeah, that's been the match analysis of Ahli versus Al Ittihad. That let go, but I don't think that was an intentional pass. I think he tried to hit it, then things just didn't go too well. But you get lucky. That's how it is. Otherwise, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.